Alrighty, so welcome to this quick 15-minute Zoom. The idea of this is just to prep everyone for the 90-day game plan, which we're going to launch into either tomorrow, or if you're watching this recording in the future, you might be starting your own 90-day game plan in that period too. So with this checklist, the first thing that comes up, and this is in your 90-day game plan, but it's just to fill out this book. And I'll go through some links and all the tools and the tracks to run on, which Isagenix has given us the availability to have. So that you don't feel like you have to actually create anything. This whole, I guess, 90-day game plan, the intention is for it to all be about leverage and simplicity and doing the do, to be in or out, and also to be self-empowered. So we're all running our own business, but we've got this collective community that we can plug into and work with, rather than feeling like we have to do it ourselves. And I think Fleur brought up a really great point before, is if we all just find a mentor or someone that's created a path in the woods and just follow that person, you don't have to plug in and feel like you have to listen to everything we do. Find someone that you align with, who's got the same values, who's probably going in the same direction with the same bigger vision as you, and work with them and figure out how you can add value to what they're doing, and then bring that energy and that value back to the collective group, and then you might create a path in the wood for someone else. So set up your calendar. So this is a big one. I use iCalendar. So this is just an example of mine. Some people use books and like to write things down. This is really cool. The daily business planner. Most of you might have that. And have your action items and things in there. So that's the second step of the checklist. Get to know your back office. So if you haven't gone in there already, I'll run through some stuff in a second from Kathy Coover, because we can actually plug into a 90-day game plan where she gives us weekly trainings and to-do lists. So rather than listening to me or any of your leaders or someone who might have just enrolled you last week, we can go straight to the top and get it straight from Kathy Coover. Establish, upgrade a way that you manage your contacts. So if you're just beginning, you've probably got an Excel spreadsheet, or you've probably got maybe just like a little book that you just sort of write your names in that you follow up, or maybe you've gone and set up like a little template like what Ash has done with like your 3333 thing, or maybe you've got like a CRM where you actually maybe your next level with your sales and marketing, you know how to look after that stuff. So whatever it is for you, find something that works. Establish your weekly goals and tracking system. So this is a big one. So the KPIs, and we were talking about this before, but it's obviously about enrolling, rank advancing, getting people to events, having launch parties, and doing the do. So they're the things that are going to generate income. They're the things that are going to duplicate, and they're the things that are actually going to create a business. So start managing and tracking that, and also manage and track, how many people you talk to, how many people you follow up as well. Fill out your toolbox. So we've got the full toolbox, and again, I'll run through that in a second, so that you've got access to everything. You won't feel like you've been left out and there's anything missing. So you got ISA sales tools store, so you can actually go online and buy sales tools. isagenixbusiness.com is the only thing that you're going to need for the next 90 days. If anybody in the group it feels like they don't have what they need to create an amazing business, then you haven't gone through that website. Because everybody, as long as you're willing to do the work, if you go to that website, you will know exactly what to do. And again, rather than listening to me, you'll be listening to Peter Kelly, you'll be listening to Michael Klaus, you'll be listening to people who are much more basically adapted and can do network marketing than I can, or maybe even some of the other leaders in this group. So go straight to the top, chunk up, and listen to the primary source. The other thing is you can go order samples. So we don't have Isagenix coffee over here, but like your bars and things like that, e-shots, blah, 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 things that you can hand out. You got a question, Ree, or is that just one of these?
No, I just said we've got some from Vegas. So if you
yeah,
coffee, sing out.
It's so good. I've got to find a way to get some more over. And order your next system or pack. So if you're starting tomorrow, make sure you're a product of the product as well. So I'll go through that in a second as well. There's other things coming up in this 90-day game plan as well. There's massive promotions in your back office. So the $1 million promotion. So people get free membership if they've got an order over 200 BV. So if you look at this, you're starting a business for $25. They're basically giving you that membership for free now if you order your food over 200 business volume points. So basically your business is now free, and all your only overheads is going to be the food you eat and the events that you pay to go to train yourself and your team. ISA Body Challenge, the Mind Body Program, and Focus. So what I'll run through just quickly is, so at the top of the screen, I've just put some tabs up so you've got access to all the different resources you need. I'll play a quick video. So this is from Kathy Cooper. So again, rather than listening to me, listen to her. This is about the 90-day game plan.
Hello and welcome to the 2016 90-day game plan. 90-day game plan. To participate, you need to log into your back office, click on the training tab, and open up the 90-day game plan training. Now click the link next to the weekly check-in. The 90-day game plan is here to get you into action. This is Kathy Cooper signing off.
So super simple, guys. Click into that. I just went and did it the other day. So all you have to do is opt in or out. And once you opt in, then it gives you, week 1 is do this, week 2 is do this, week 3 is do this, right? And then you've got the training tools and systems over the complete 9-day game plan, and you'll only get the next week once it's open. So you'll actually be able to track yourself and go with it. So again, you get access to Kathy Cooper for the training. So that's going to trump me or anyone else. So just plug straight into that, and you've got everything you need to run a business. Like we talked about, the tools and systems. So usually when people start a business, they have to go and create all this stuff themselves. This is all here. So learn the basics. Get into action. Fill out your 9-day game plan. Here's all the training that you need. So again, if you're treating this like a business or an apprenticeship or whatever, just think how long you spent at university to learn something to create an income from that job, or think about how long you spent in that apprenticeship earning $4 an hour. You want to be spending, have the same mindset that this is an apprenticeship towards something else. Maybe this is your first 90 days, maybe it's your second, maybe it's your third, whatever it is, but treat it like a business, and it will reward you like one. Events are the lifeblood of the business. So again, rather than getting trained from me or any of the leaders in this group, just get them in front of David Wood, get them in front of these key trainers. The key here is that if you go to an event, you're going to actually be self-empowered to run the business yourself. And I think, like me and Tully sort of mentioned, no one ever had to push us to get to events, because we knew that we were just curious. We wanted to learn more about it. So you need to find that within yourself, and you shouldn't need anyone to push you to go to an event. Like me and Tully flew to Singapore, Kuala Lumpur. We just wanted to figure it out. And we've just kept that mentality going along the whole time. So maybe you might want to inspire someone. So Peter Kelly got to my first event. She gave me a free ticket. So maybe you might, pay that forward just once, but never do it more than 2 or 3 times, because it sets people up for this passive giving. So you want to empower them to buy their tickets, and then also to do it for other people as well. So find out what your next event is. Ice the Body Challenge, make sure you plug into this. So product of the product is massive. I've seen over the last 3 years, the people that do the best in the 90-day game plans are the ones that are running their health goals at the same time, because they're congruent, they're showing up in that way. And then obviously you're attracting that, because you'll be at the gym, you'll be doing that type of stuff, rather than, drinking 50 beers and then saying, come to this health program. Healthy mind and body. Again, I've already done this once. I'm going to plug into it again starting tomorrow, so that we can, I can be doing the do as whilst other people are doing it. So when these questions are coming up, also I'm learning for myself, and I'll get something new out of it this time. But then also, when people are asking questions and asking about the Healthy Mind and Body program, I'll be on the same rhythm as them. When we get people started, remember, we've got systems and processes. So all product users, product sharers, they get added into the Be Well group. And then once they're in there, we want to be in there and actively, saying, welcome them into the page, commenting, adding value, celebrating people's success, team recognition, and really just get around and make people feel as excited, as invited as when you were introduced in the group as well. And start thinking, rather than what can you get from the group, what can you give to the group? And what will happen is your team will start doing the same, and then this page will blow up. And a big thing as well is notifications. I notice a lot of people get overwhelmed with that. So go into the notification settings at the top, and you can actually turn them off, or add friends posts or all posts, so that you're not just getting your Facebook feed full of all this stuff, because there is 2,500 people in the group. Now, once people go, okay, I want to start sharing the program, and they get to consultant, that's when we want to be adding them to Bfree. This is specifically a business builder group, and specific to Isogenics. So we've had something recently where people were dabbling in 1 or 2 different businesses, and what we said is this is purely for people that just want to run with a singular focus of Isogenics being a business. And the reason we do that is because we want to set people up for success, and we want to make sure that people have consistency and focus with one thing, and maybe once they've done that, then they can go duplicate it with another company or another social enterprise. But this group is purely for people who have been in the Be Well page, and then we add them as business builders once they've got to consultant. That should be the prerequisite, I think, as a team, because if they can't share it with 2 people, then from my side of things, and you guys can give a bit of feedback here, but there probably needs to be a qualification to get into this group and get the value that we're going to give to it. But maybe there might be something as well where we could do hashtag interested in the business, and we can plug them in there and they can watch and see if it is for them. But then again, we want to promote that everyone in this group is a minimum of being an active consultant rather than just watching. The other thing as well is we're going to plug in with Anna and Morgan Richards. So these guys have got some webinars and stuff set up over the next over the next 90 days as well. But again, if you're like Fleur and you want to plug into Tracy O'Malley, do that. But these guys have got access to corporate. They've got some, meetings teed up for Saturdays and Mondays and things like that. So again, promoting leverage and simplicity, we're going to plug into that rather than trying to feel like we have to do it ourselves. Also, we've got put together a calendar. So this is the calendar they shared in the group. It's asking me to sign in. I won't bother. But basically, every Monday night we've got the platinum calls start again tomorrow. So new platinum calls. With new leaders. So these are people that have got 6- and 7-figure businesses. So again, rather than getting training from me, make sure that all your team are plugging into the platinum calls on a Monday. We've also got the Bfree Zoom where we bring this collective energy together, celebrate each other, find out what we can do better, and we get a bit of a vibe up. Tully's going to be running those. We've got the blitzes, which Fleur talked about before. So we'll find days where we can do that as a group. I think, doing them when we're all in Margaret River and things like that, and plugging into that energy. When we're all there is going to be quite cool. And then going all the way through to December, we've got the 90 days finishes as well. So we can talk about what a good celebration could be as a group there. Now, the last thing as well is, if you haven't watched this already, so Anna and Morgan Richards, like we said, we're going to leverage their stuff. Go watch their Everything to Know webinar. It goes for 15 minutes. I've plugged that into the comments section below. And basically, you can plug into their rhythm. And there they talk about everything from, what's happening corporate to what's happening in the UK coming up. So you can get on that same rhythm as well. And like I said, we're going to leverage their systems and plug our team into that as much as we can. So the only other 2 things for the 90-day game plan, guys, is just go do it and keep it simple. Ask for help along the way. Use the Bfree group for anything business related. Use the Be Well group for anything health related. We've got some really smart and cool people in there. I've also got something that we can start tapping into is all the Zooms and webinars I upload on our own Bfree YouTube page. So this might be something that you want to go and subscribe to. So that way, Tully did a session with Jen Schultz the other day. We also had a Vegas recap and some other things there as well. So, and this meeting will go up there as well. So this is a quick little link that you can just share with people if they ever miss a Monday meeting or anything like that. The other thing as well is we want to start creating a bit of a group vibe. I'm not sure if you guys want to get involved in this, but we've got a Bfree Facebook page, and what I've been doing there is just getting 10 or 15 leaders from Bfree and just sharing their posts onto this page. So we start to create a bit of a collective sort of energy and brand around what we're doing. So this one was from Gab. She's talking about the summer cleanse with her and Nath. We had also some other cool ones, I think, from Tully. So some stuff from when we started 3 years ago. I think that was the first celebration we went to, Tully, or the first one as a group, and just some other stuff along the way. So if we want to start creating a group and community brand, we can feed into this as well. But that is it from me. So go fill this out. Make sure you set up to get into action tomorrow, and we'll find ways to make this fun, guys, and plug into it. But this is your checklist, so make sure this is all done, and the rhythm will be created by the group. And the value that you give to the group will give back to you tenfold. So that's it for me. I'm going to stop this so that it doesn't. It's a quick recording that you can run through. And any questions or any comments, just put in the post in Bfree. All right. Cheers, guys.